Yeah, yo. Check the strategy, simple and clean. Pine tree in the building, the trading machine. I'm looking at the charts, not for no drama, just for that sweet setup. Call it the inside bar gamma. It's a tight squeeze, a moment of pause, breaking to the upside or the downside without flaws. It's my bread and butter, my daily routine, capturing them moves, living the dream. Daily payouts, that's the motto, that's the creed. Planting these seeds, watching the money tree feed. With Take Profit Trader, got my account on lock. Apex Trader, no time to watch the clock. My funded futures account is looking so blessed. Pin trees on a roll, putting skills to the test. Yeah. See, the market's a jungle full of noise and of fakes, but I'm focused on the signals, for goodness sakes. That inside bar forms a sign of compressed mic. I wait for the breakout, then I'm in with all my might. Small moves, big impact, stacking every single day, cashing out that profit, there's no other way. They talk about the long game, the big wild swing, but I'm here for the consistency that daily payouts bring. Daily payouts, that's the motto, that's the creed. Planting these seeds, watching the money tree feed. With Take Profit Trader, got my account on lock. Apex Trader, no time to watch the clock. My funded futures account is looking so blessed. Pinning trees on a roll, putting skills to the test. Yeah. From the start of the session to the end of the line, I'm scaling and I'm swinging, making every penny mine. Don't need 100 points to feel a success, just a few ticks of profit to feel truly blessed. I'm a funded king with a plan so clear, no fear in this game, cause the strategy is here. Yeah, Planetary Trader, you know the name. Daily payouts, ain't it a shame?
What is up? Whew. Had to run. What's going on, everyone? How are you guys? How was your weekend? Big doji on the daily. Am I expecting some upside this weekend? I don't know. What's up, Keegan? Race to Wins in the house. Arico, Jinzo, Corey the Phone Trader, Real Robot. Weekend full of charting was good though. Yeah, that's not always a bad thing. I've definitely had those weekends before. Alright, let's see what we got going on here. Alright, market's opening up in just a few minutes. Good luck, everyone. Chris B. Disturbed in the house. What is up? Yo, Papa. What's going on? Johnny C in the house. Yo, NQ Trend Sniper. It's going alright. Had a good weekend. I didn't do anything, but just chores. Just did some chores around the house. Went out to dinner. Mostly just got a new Lucid account. Is that the only thing you can use for Lucid? No. No, you can use, what do they got? Quan Tower. Market's open, guys. Good luck. They got Quan Tower, they got Project X for now. Motorwave, Rhythmic. Wow, gap up, guys. Big gap up. Get his Gulenox count. Big gap up. Yo, Tim Korth in the house. Autumn 9. What's up, Tony Lanez? I'm short on a cheap Gulenox eval. I want to see if I can, if we can fill some of these orders in. A little more of an I think play, but we got a. This is a pretty nice gap up, so see these open orders, open prices on the map there. Starting to fill some of them now. There it is. Still skipped over some. You can see it starting to fill them up now. I don't know if you guys can see that on the... Yeah, you can see it. Oops, what happened to my... Huh. So that was a little quick scalp there. So that's a little trick I use around the open. The Globex open is looking for these orders that got skipped over and just trying to like scalp into them. I talked about it last week, but I figured I'd show it a little bit tonight. And that's a quick little $282 right there with the 1 mini. Just a quick little scalp from the open. Something I do with evals a lot, and you see it starting to fill them in. Like if you watch, like 487.25, 484.25, 482.25, 482. Let's watch to see if it fills them in. Market doesn't like to leave skipped prices, right? So see how it's filling it in. Just this little nuance thing. Yo, what's up, Futch? Chores never end. NQ Trend Sniper never does, especially when you're a homeowner, right? What's up, John? Oh wow, yeah. There was a very large spread at first. For some reason, I had my other account pulled up. It disappeared. I don't know if I just clicked off it or what. What happened on that? So I got a payout over the weekend. That was nice. Lucid trading. We talked about it on Thursday night. I had to wait, so I ended up having to get that. Wait till later that night to get that payout. So that was sweet. All right, so we filled out quite a few orders here. Let's just wait here, see what it's gonna give us. Might try to go short again, maybe. I don't know. We'll wait. This might put in an inside bar. I apologize. I have a little bit of a dry cough. Yeah, I don't know why. I've had this dry cough for like a week. And it just kind of flares up every once in a while. I don't know what's going on. So, I apologize if I missed the cough button here, but oh, thank you, John. I hope you had a good weekend too. What's up, Sherry? The season's changing, Max? It could be, yeah. Yeah, I feel fine except for that. It's just annoying. What's up, 44 the Punisher? What's up, TNQ? Boy, that's strong. That's a strong gap. What do we got? 365 to almost 100-point gap, right? Waiting for the short up. Yeah, I know. How soon does Take Profit Trader respond? I'm not sure. All right, we're filling up those orders now. Seem to be fading back down into these orders here, so let's see if we can look for some more scalps down. I got it. This is a cheap eval, so of course as soon as I go short, it starts to bounce. Oh cow, what a bounce. Whew. Well, I didn't like that. A little more volatile than I expected. Ouch. See if we can reject off that VWAP. Wow. All right. Might have just cooked this eval pretty quick. That was ugly. Well, I closed out that. Down 983. I literally just, as soon as I clicked the button, it jumped. I was looking for it to push back down. I should have waited for that next candle close. That was stupid. We still have a bunch of orders down there. But obviously a strong gap up. Market's bullish. Well, I did make a grand each on those Lucid accounts on that initial short down on the open, but this eval just took a hit down 983. Yeah, that gap's strong, 100 points. Little inside bar break to the upside right now. Not convinced of the short or the long. Yeah, I hear you. Kind of, yeah, I mean, it could just, after the big push up, it could just consolidate and bounce back and forth. What's up, TNQ? I think I said hi. I don't know if I did. I don't know, John. Is that something new? Is that something new, John? I haven't heard anything yet. But I haven't really been paying attention. I literally didn't even look at the charts or nothing this weekend. I stayed off Twitter for the most part. Let me see. That would be a sweet deal. Oh, yeah, not right now, no. Just 40% off, no activation fee. Alright, I'm gonna try it again. Pretty bearish candle right there. So let's see if we can push down into those little inefficiencies on the first price. I'm looking to pass this eval hopefully today, or a eval today for Bulanox. That would be nice. So I am trading it super aggressive. This is a $15 eval from Bulanox. It was a 90% off rebill. So it's kind of a smash or pass type eval. I'm not gonna waste that much time on it. We'll either get it passed or move on to the next one for 15 bucks. They're not 90% off right now. I wish they were. There's a fill on that. Up 886. Actually, just leave the runner on. Another 100. Starting to fill those gaps down. What is Bulanox right now? It was 83% off. Let me check. Yeah, I hear you, Hank. I play what I'm looking for is these price gaps. So there is a method to the madness for sure. I hear you though. It's always risky hopping in when the market just opened. 85% off, 25Ks and 50Ks. Option 1 and option 2s, guys. If you want to use code PINE for Bulanox. 85% off, which is actually a pretty good deal. $148 activation fee though, keep that in mind. Trade up to 11 master accounts. Gotta start with 3 though. It's been a hot minute since I've had a payout from them. Since 9/17. Here's my payouts with Bulanox. Well, it's been since 9/17 since I've gotten any payouts. Had a nice little run with Bulanox going for a minute. Lost power. What's the trade? Nothing right now. Flat up 982. What's up, Ethan? What do I think of Legends? I think they're fine. I don't know anything about them. I'm not affiliated with them yet or anything. I think they got a little bit of a popularity just because they hosted the BDH competition. But besides that, I'd never even heard of them before, so. Yeah. What's up, Pawn? No, I didn't, Cameron. I understand. I mean, family's first, right? Family's first. Streaming every single day, no matter how long, is a commitment, and it definitely, you definitely gotta have some sacrifices. This is not a lie. For sure. A lot of you guys have been through a lot with me. A lot of you guys that have been hanging with me since the beginning, you guys have gone through a lot with me. So, you guys went through my whole tragic situation and all that stuff, so. So yeah. But to be honest with you, I think you guys actually helped me get through it. So that was definitely a plus. All right, are we just putting in a big bull flag here, or are we actually trying to push down? Yo, TJP. Tick Trader? I have never traded with Tick Trader. No, I haven't, Manny. I've heard that there's something going on with Tick. I'm not really sure, but I think Tick's been around a while. I remember Alpine trading with Tick a long time ago. Oh, thanks, John. What was my situation, Cameron? My partner of 20 years committed suicide. That's pretty out there. Right? Thank you, Sherry. Yeah, a lot of you guys went through that with me. Yeah, back in April. So yeah, so I understand, like red candles, you know, if he needs time off, then definitely like take that time off. Because you know what, the markets will always be here. These markets are always gonna be here. They're not going anywhere. Oh yeah, thanks guys. Yeah, no. I appreciate it. Trader rate. Oh no, he lost trade rate, Shane. Gold pushing up. Let's take a look at gold here. But yeah, I was just into my streaming journey when that all that happened, really. But yeah, that was insane. That was definitely a life-changing event for me. But you know, it's definitely something that, you know, I'm still processing every single day. But, you know, I think a lot of it is you guys, you know, having this routine, kind of coming here every single night, doing this thing, has definitely helped. And, you know, I'm meeting new people and just putting one foot in front of the other. So anyways, the whole point was just like Red says, well, you know, he's got something going on with his family. Family's first. He'll be back. What's up, Zaid? Yeah, for sure. I met Zaid. Harrison, they pretty much always have. Yeah. I just don't think they were very vocal about it. Gold pushing down now. I'm gonna go back to Nasdaq. I'm kind of feeling the Nasdaq tonight. Well, I was. Chopping sideways now, but we're up 982. I've been putting on some pretty heavy sides though. I was down 900, now I'm up 900. I had a nice scalp right off the rip. I really like that one. Now he's stuck with me. Let's go. What's up, Digital Nukes? What's up, Juan? But yeah, they kind of, Harrison, Top Step's always kind of owned Project X from what I've heard. And that's coming from, you know, Twitter and everything else. And then, yeah, they just kind of like, I don't know. Now they just want it to be exclusive with their platform, I guess. Which, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. It kind of sucks. Some of these, I mean, I trade with Tradeovate. I like Tradeovate for the most part. That's my favorite. But I do like I don't mind Project X. I also like Quan Tower too. I just don't want to. I like the mobile aspects of Project X and Quan Tower. I mean, Tradeovate, so I can just trade off my like Chromebook and phone and things like that. Whereas Quan Tower, it's you have to download it. You have to run it off PC, and yeah, I just like the. Do it for the stream. Yes. What's up, Fred? Pawn in the house. All right, it's back to gold. Let's check out gold again. Excuse me. Like I said, guys, I got a little bit of a dry cough. It just kind of flares up every now and then. It's been going on for like a week, so apologize for that. All right, gold trying to push down here. See, I set a bracket here. Actually. Short and gold. Micros. Looking for the lows. Risking 159. Looking for like kind of a 1-to-1 on the push. Broke below the VWAP here. I'm looking down at the orders on GC. Looking like skipped over some orders at 63.2, 62.7, 62.6. See if we can push down there, test that area. Relatively tight stop just behind that candle. So if we don't get to push down on this candle or the next, and we also got the bottom of the hour too. Be aware of that. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Went into the Qatar Center today. That's always fun. Went and was window shopping. Looking at some very nice guitars. It's crazy the price of some of these Fender custom shop guitars now that are distressed. It's like that whole jean thing, like these companies, they make a pair of jeans that make it look distressed, or something like Golden Goose shoes where they look distressed. Like these Fender custom shop guitars are like 1970s replicas, and they're all beat up, and they want like $5,000-$6,000 for them. It's crazy. Ponch, you might pop in and say hi. Let's go. Nothing wrong with that. Ty Gordon, she's talking about that. That's funny when she's working for the prop firm. Yeah, that is a little funny. Okay, I'm gonna watch gold. Let's see. See, I'm looking for these orders to get filled here, but I'm in micros, so I'm charting off the gold, off the mini, off GC. Oh, Mama Pawn's in the house. What's up, Mama Pawn? Pawn says you're getting into trading. Welcome to the dark side. No, it's great. It's pretty awesome. What's up, Investors? Good to see you. So we're short gold right here. This is a nice little trade going. Just learning. That's awesome. It's a great skill to have for sure. KDP, your son worked for, I'm assuming Fender back in San Diego. He made custom cherry walnut for himself. It was rad. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, that would be, all right, if I was gonna do some woodworking, because I don't want to build stuff anymore really, but if I was like to build like my own guitar or something, it would be pretty fun. All right, kind of getting bought up here. Let's see if, let me take a look back, go back to the GC here. All right, getting that pushed down. Nice. So bang, that was a nice trade. Oh, you bought a friend. Oh yeah, that's awesome. Love trading, win or lose. Yeah, for sure, Sherry. What's up, His Royal? Good to see you. Welcome. Ready? This is gonna be a funky week. So we got so tonight, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we have normal hours, and then Thanksgiving. Let's see. Let's check out the CME holiday hours. So thanks. So we close. Pre-open at 12, 17 open. Yeah, so it's a short day Friday. Thanksgiving opens up obviously Thursday night. So Thanksgiving night it opens up normal time, and then Wednesday. So yeah, I think it's open till noon Thursday, and then closes at noon Friday, so it's like a half day Friday, I believe. Yeah, if you check out the Edge Clear calendar right here, so we got, if you look at equities here, we got Wednesday, the 26th, opens 1700 Central Time, closes at 12 Central Time, so 1 o'clock, and then opens back up and then closes Friday early as well, so 1 o'clock Friday. So, kind of a tricky week. We got gold pushing down now. NQ just went flat on us. For news, what do we got for news? So let's check out the Forex Factory. So we do have some news this week as well. So we got news. Could be impactful. I believe Tuesday is some news. Yeah, so we have PPI on Tuesday. Wednesday, we also have some unemployment and preliminary GDP and core price index on Wednesday. Then nothing Thursday, Friday. Then next week we're back to normal. So that's what we got going on. All right, let's see what we got. See if we can see if we can take another trade here. Kind of like to short, but man, I got bought right back up to the 60s. Quickly too. I feel like we run that wick. Yeah, she's over in the mobile stream. Yeah, for sure, Pawn. It's all good. Guys, don't forget to smash that like button if you guys want to smash that like button. I appreciate it. All right, it looks like we might be filling some more of those orders. Filling that wick. Your friends all played, you could never get to rhythm, KDP. Yeah, I'm not that good at guitar myself. I like to plunk around. Oh, A-teragram. So, funded accounts, yes. Yeah, it's not a good example. So on an intraday trailing account, I generally do on my fundeds. So yeah. But on an eval, I like to keep the stop where it's at. To be honest with you, there's a lot of evals I don't run much of a stop, especially the cheaper ones, but I'm trying to set a good example for people learning. Yeah. Alright. Kind of ran some of that wick there. What's up, Tony Gold? You're wondering why my stream look wonky? Yeah, so I run 2 streams. See if we run that low now. There it is. Boy, it's just magical. Like those orders, those open orders sitting there. Like we left some right now, 57.75, 56.25. Like I still think we finished that off. Let's put our money where our mouth is right now, just for the hell of it. This is not a good R&R trade. Kind of swept that low really quickly. Well, that was a bad trade. All right, up 834, down 300 on that one. Let's see if we can wait for that next one. Check out what gold's up to. Scalpy guys, I'm scalping. Swept the low there. Tapped into that gap just slightly. Thinks you should release all the gap in one go. You like winning much better, Sherry? I do too. Yeah, Israel trade, absolutely. Last time we did open up with a big gap like that, we just kept pushing higher. For some reason, all this chart feels very deja vu. Like, that's exactly what's gonna happen. Eldo, what's up? Spent 10 years in Texas, the Guitar Center in Austin, India. Don't remember. Had a temperature controlled room. Oh yeah, guitars pressed over 10,000. Yeah, KDP for sure. Yeah, I mean I was looking at one today. It was like 8,700 or something like that for an acoustic. I was like, phew. I'm good. I'd end up just I don't know. Every time I pick up a guitar, I seem to bang it against the wall or something. Best Loser Wins in the long term with trading? Absolutely. Very good book. Best Loser Wins by Tom Hugard. One of my favorite books. Right here. Best Loser Wins. If you guys haven't read this book, one of my favorite books for trading. Yeah, Tom Hugard is one of those guys that I really liked his trading style, and I kind of like got my trading style from him in a way. He's the one that resonated with me the most. I think just because his trading style was very simple. All right, we pushed right back up here. My worst skill is learning guitar. Yeah, I've kind of lost the passion for it for the last few months, to be honest with you, but I should pick it back up again. I haven't wanted to learn anything new, you know. It's like plateau sometimes. Like guitar players know, like you'll plateau, and that's kind of how I feel. I just haven't felt like learning anything new. I haven't had the patience to sit there. I did buy myself a gift, guys. I treated myself a little bit. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but I did buy a PS5 on Black Friday, or this Black Friday sale, and it just came in the mail today. I haven't even had a chance to plug it in yet. We're up here in the north. The night times are getting long. They're getting long. So like it's already pitch black out right now. And yeah, I figured I'd just find something to do. What am I gonna be playing? So it was an NBA 2K edition. So I got that game for free. Then I bought Spider-Man 2 because I played Spider-Man 1 for the PS4 way back, and I really enjoyed that game. And so the Spider-Man 2 was on sale for 20 bucks, so I bought that. And then I bought Battlefield 6. So I might play some Battlefield 6. I haven't gamed in a while. What's up? Always grinding? You played for 5 years and hit a brick wall, couldn't get any better. Yeah, I know. I got to get back on it. Indiana Jones. I actually saw that Disturbed. I actually might. Yeah, that'd be cool. Call of Duty. I do like Warzone, but as far as the Call of Duties, like the what is it? The quick maps, you know, like the regular COD game. Never been my thing. It's too quick and too yeah, it's never been my thing. I do like Apex Legends. I used to play a lot of Apex Legends. Like I was obsessed with that game for a long time. But Do they still have to make Tomb Raiders? I think they do, Investars. Tomb Raider was a good game back in the day. You're into the Arc Raiders, Zaid? Yeah, you know what? Arc Raiders, I've been watching some YouTubers play Arc Raiders, and that does look fun. Alright, we're pushing up towards that VWAP. Let's take a look at gold. Nasdaq really slowed down. Gold kind of slowing down as well. Yeah, Arc Raiders looks fun. Arc Raiders reminds me a little bit of, for some reason, when I watch other people play it, Fallout, just because of all the looting. So like people are always looting in the Arc Raiders, so it reminds me of Fallout a little bit. But I love, that's one of my favorite games, Fallout. I love games like that. I love Red Dead Redemption 2, Witcher 3. Obviously I can't wait for Grand Theft Auto 6 to come out, but I do like those types of games as well. Last of Us, I like that game. I'm interested in playing that remake. Escape from Tarkov, yeah, Zaid. I play a lot of Dead by Daylight, Skate. Oh, you play a lot of the sim games? I know, I have seen a lot of the sim games. But I'm interested because they got that, you buy that pass, right? That PlayStation Pass. This is looking like a bull flag break here. We swept the low there. Be interesting how this candle closes. We close above the VWAP here. Kind of looking good. Might size down the micros and just try to swing it. Kind of breaking this little bull flag, you can see here. So that's what I'm basing it off. I gotta stop at the swing low, towards the swing low. This could be a fake out though, but I'm also basing it off we have a 100-point gap down below. The Legend of Zelda series. You know, that was one of my favorite games, was Zelda for the N64, Ocarina of Time, I think it was called, Ocarina of Time. That was like, man, when I was a kid, that was the best game ever. I got too many hours in Dead by Daylight. Yeah, I definitely like some of those, like you go to games to escape reality, not to reenact it. Yeah, I hear you, Mama Pond. I know, I always feel guilty when I'm playing, like, what was it, like Theme Park? I used to play like that Theme Park on the computer, like, you know, like the SimCities theme park. I'm just like, I feel like I could just take this time and start my own theme park for as much time as I'm doing. And I have seen some of those games, like construction games and things like that. I'm like, I don't know, I always feel guilty. But I hear you. Like, I feel like I also don't, there's some nights I just don't want to interact with people either. So like a lot of the multiplayer stuff where you try to play with teams, I'll just shut my mic off. I just don't want to talk to people. But that's why I like some of the open world RPG type games as well. All right, risking 253. We're up 832. If we really start to push here, I will add more micros to this trade. The volatility's come down a bit. Oh, dude, GoldenEye, Rufio. Oh, so good. So like N64, I remember playing GoldenEye with all my friends. You know, all three of them. But yeah, I mean, the 4 controller sitting on the floor. I remember going to my buddy Talbert's house. He lived on a farm, and he had an N64, and we used to go over there and play WW. I think at the time it was WWF wrestling, and then GoldenEye. And we always were like, you know, flipping coins to see who get to play. What was it, Odd Job or something like that? There was the little guy in GoldenEye. I remember playing those games. N64, it was so good. Streets of Rage, you like that one? Yeah. Ball X Pit, I'll have to check that out. 4-player split screen, I know. Now you're just playing Battlefield 6 and Arc Raiders. Yeah, I bought Battlefield 6. I was a huge fan of like Battlefield 4. I was obsessed with Battlefield 4, so Battlefield 6 looks good. Game of closes were solid. Yeah, I liked it. I liked it to the upside. We'll see. GoldenEye was the bee's knees. Oh yeah, it was the deathmatch. Yeah, I mean it's like what Call of Duty and stuff stemmed from in a sense. Like it was like GoldenEye. N64 was definitely one of my favorite consoles when I was a kid. Or if someone says, what's my favorite console of all time? You know, just going with that nostalgia, I'd probably say like N64. But so I remember playing like all those games, like Donkey Kong 64 and Mario Kart 64. And it was like a flying game too that was really good for 64. And Zelda. Pilot Wings 64. I was obsessed with that game. Pilot Wings, remember that game? That was a good game. Well, we'll see. I guess maybe we want to push lower. Big head in paintball mode. Oh, they're echoing? Yeah, disturbed. I know why. Sorry. Thank you. There it is. That should be better. Yeah, if I forget to turn off the desktop audio, then it does that. Space Invaders, Joey Adams. I was actually playing something similar like Space Invaders on, what was it, Netflix Gaming or something. But all this cloud gaming stuff is kind of crazy. I bought the disc version of the PS5, but just because a lot of times if I play Spider-Man 2 and I play it through, then I'll just when I'm done with it, I'm done. Like I don't want to play it again, so I'll just sell it. I'll just sell it on eBay. Battlefield 6 is so sick. Oh, nice Evil Dead, yeah. Death. I mean, yeah, I just got it too. The old NBA Jam. Go back to back, 1996, 1997. NBA Jam champion. Oh, you got one of those Steam machines, Ty Gordon? I was looking at one. Yeah, I was looking at them. I went with what was familiar, I guess. Like the Rumble N64 definitely go. They come with a Rumble pack. Star Fox, yeah, I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember that Rumble pack thing. I think it might go down. Stream clips. Where were you? Like 5 minutes ago. Yeah, I know. It feels like we broke down below the VWAP now. I'm actually gonna close this position. Made that solid close. We could run. Let me get rid of this line here. We still got some big open orders sitting down here. Had a big buy up at the 50s. Excuse me. Thank you. I was muted. I was I was I was explaining my whole theory on that. I took one off just because I was because of Tokyo Open here. Looking to push down and fill some of these gaps. We got MNQ 24,445 as the low, 50, and we got NQ at 455.25. So a little nuance there. We got a bunch of open orders sitting down there. We have very large order that filled at 450, but we got Tokyo Open here and right now, so I took one off. Remember the Legend of the Dragoon on PS1? I don't, Mama Pawn. All right. Tokyo Open here. Stops it even. Come on, get down there. Push it. There it is. All right, back in that gap here. See what happens now. So all I was looking for right there was there was a 10-point price difference between MNQ and NQ. And so I was looking at that nuance, and MNQ had left a bunch of open, unfilled orders. So I just was looking for that scalp down into it. Now we're into that open gap. Now let's see what happens now. I mean, this open gap could hold. We could push down in the 50% and then bounce. It could fill the full gap. It's possible. But in the past, like we've talked about this earlier, with his Royal Trade said, is that we've been leaving these gaps. So whether we fill half gap and then bump, or something, but we've been leaving some of this gap in the past. But we'll see what happens tonight. I don't even know what the news was, or if there was any news on the big Sunday open gap. So up 1,200 on his eval, up 1,000 on 3 Lucid funded accounts. So on Friday I passed 2 Lucid 50Ks. So I passed 2 50K Lucid accounts. You can see here. So with Lucid, if you pass an account, you can activate it the same day. So I ended up passing the account and made 1,000 on each one of those Lucids. So I got 3 left, or 3 accounts left. I still have this 150K that I have gotten 3 payouts on. It's at 166.17. $166,700. I cannot speak. You guys know what I mean. And so absolutely been crushing it on this account. All right, we're pushing down into the gap. Probably should have left the runner, huh? Let's go, Coach Fred. Coach Fred just secured a 25K Lucid payout. That is awesome. Do the rules change if pass Lucid account? No, John. Vargas, the rules change. Well, yeah. Well, yes. So if you're on a Lucid account, depending on which, so if you pass an account, it's 35% consistency. So that's what you gotta. That's the rule change. So 35% consistency, but pretty much everything else stays the same, if I'm thinking correctly. Because with Lucid you could pass on one day, so there's no consistency, right? It also, yeah, that's pretty much it. It goes to 35% consistency. We are pushing down. Do I use PayPal or Plaid? I use Plaid, John. I use Plaid for TPT. It's easy for me to pass evals. Yeah, for the most part, it's easy for me to pass evals, Lance. Yeah. I mean, there's some times where I do spend too much. I'm trying to control my expenses, but for sure. No trail drawdown until buffer. So John, yeah, so there's an end of day trailing drawdown. So it's end of day, but it's not like intraday where it trails you throughout the day. It's just end of day drawdown. Yeah. So like on this account, for instance, oh, you can't really see it because you're on the mobile side, but yeah, for this account, I made 1,000, so like now I have $3,000 of drawdown today, right? Before I started off with 2,000, but now I'm over the buffer, so I believe at the end of the day, then I'll have 2,000 because I'm at 52,070. So it'll trail me up 1,000, right? If I was up 53,000, then I'd have 3,000 to draw down. But yeah, $2,000 days in a row with a Lucid. I've been crushing Lucid, guys. 15,000 in payouts in the last month with Lucid. So Fred is gonna find out tonight when he, or tomorrow night when he requests, is that you get instant payouts, which is so sweet. And if you have it set up with your bank or whatever, it literally was like with my bank and Lucid, it goes right into my bank account. It's almost instant. It's amazing. So, what's up, Adam Daz? Kind of want to buy this with 200, around 30. Yeah. Or we are pushing down now. See if we end up filling that half gap, which would be, let's see. I think it'd be around the 400. Maybe 410s, somewhere around here for the half gap. Yeah, you can see right here, I'm up $1,200 on this account. I've taken a few trades tonight. We've taken 20 trades. No, well, I added in and out too. So yeah, selling pressure is pretty strong. That was a strong gap up, but it's hard to trust it. Trying to keep my learning curve cost down just to fund a 25K TPT. Yeah, Lance, that's a good idea. So the best thing to do is definitely, I think, and not financial advice, but you know, for me, is when you're able to, you know, you're treating this prop space game or whatever, you're trading as a business, and you're able to buy evals through your payouts. So if you get a nice payout, then you add on to more accounts if you choose. You know, that's definitely the way to go if you can. When you're first starting, it's very difficult to do that, so it's understandable. But you know, you just got to try to keep your costs down as much as possible. All right, getting a little bounce here at typical, the 420s. This is not a Lucid. This is actually a Bulenox account. This is a Bulenox, 50K. Yeah, I only stream Asia session. Adam does. Yeah, I caught the scalp short. Yeah, I caught the short scalp. Caught it at the open too, but definitely didn't have the balls to hold it. So yeah, so we caught a short, then we tried a long, and then we shorted again. Basically with the bias of those open orders sitting down there. So now the orders are kind of getting filled up. We got 26.25. We got an inefficiency there. 423.25. We got an inefficiency there on NQ, but pretty much getting filled. We also have some to the upside as well. 49.50, right around the 50 level. You can see these open spots. Those will have to get filled. Don't know when. But at some point, they probably will. Just trying to recover some costs. I passed the second need. Oh, thank you, Lance. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get better, for sure, being consistent. I want to come to you guys and be like in funded accounts for like months. Like that's my goal. You know, I'm just be like, oh, I'm in it for months. But when you're trading minis, a lot of the times it comes with a lot of risk. So but yeah, I'd love to come to you guys and like try another trade here. Just looking for a little bounce into this gap. Nothing. It's like 10, just over like 12 points, 13 points. Cheap trade. Boy, I had some pumpkin pie little cupcakes today. I shouldn't have eaten, but man, those things were good. 'Tis the season. Thanksgiving week, guys. Yeah, I don't know about this trade, but it's I feel okay about it. I'm not looking for much. See if we can get a little squeeze back up to that 450 level. Just a little squeeze. What's up, Nate? So Lucid 25K if I make 1250. Yes. Card. Yeah. Yep. It's freaking sweet. Yeah, you're gonna see a little button next on your dashboard when you pass it, and it just says upgrade, and then you can activate it. It's sweet. Come on, get up there. Don't do me dirty. Just give me 49.25. I'll be happy. Oh, dirty. Dirty. Get up there. about 5 to 30 minutes after, depending on the website. Yeah. So yeah, on Friday it was about 5 minutes. I was able to activate my account. So it was actually very fast. I was like, oh, so this is sweet. And then I immediately caught. I was like in the trade. I was in a nice trade to pass the account, and then basically I passed the account. And I was able to get back into the same trade in a sense. Made a G on each one of those. Oh, come on. Well, it was looking good. Now it's not looking so good. We did just sweep that previous 5-minute candle. Let's see if we can get that little pop now. See if we can trap some people going short on that candle. Definitely not liking this now. Looking like a little bear flag break. If I close this, you know it's gonna bounce. She's gonna go through the lows here. Close it out. I tried that little bounce back into the 50s, but weren't having it. Looks like it wants to go lower. Gonna fill more of that gap. I take it. All right, up 969 on this account. Pushing back down into the gap. Trap some buyers here, so it should get a little flushacito. Right at the 420s. The magical 420s. There it goes. Bitcoin's giving it up too. What's up, Proficient Trades? Does Lucid have free level 2 data? I don't think so. Like order flow. No, I don't think so, John. I would doubt it, but I don't know. Let me see if I can look that up. Level 2. I'm not really seeing anything. Yeah, Lucid's been great though. Guys, you can use code PINE for Lucid. If you're giving Lucid a try, just go ahead and use my code. Am I trading TPT right now? No, this is actually Bulanox. TPTs are, I'm waiting for 5 accounts to be activated. Take profit traders. I actually have to flip for a day or 2. So yeah, I got 5 take profit trader accounts that I passed. I actually could flip those accounts right now, actually. Alright, congratulations, you guys caught the short into the gap here. We are pushing down. Do we fill the full gap? I don't know. It is possible. Trade day and take profit trade to have free level 2. Yeah, I'm not sure. What do you trade with, John Vargas? You trade with what platform? Top Step X? Project X? I'm gonna flip a few accounts here. Start at the top. Alright, that one's flipped. Move on to the next one. Alright, that one's flipped. This one. Well, where are you going? That one's flipped. Alright, that one's flipped. That one's flipped. Okay. Flipped all the accounts. Only lost $2. Pretty good. So hopefully in a day or two I'll have 5 of those bad boys. Do some damage. Get some daily payout damage. How many accounts do I copy trade at once? So I copy trade, sometimes I copy trade within the firms. So like Lucid, I don't copy trade all my accounts at once. Like I'm not one of those people that, you know, like copy trade 40, 50 accounts like you see. So like on this select accounts, like I copy traded 3 of them, you know, tonight. Just within the firms, and then like TPTs, like I might copy trade a few of those at once or something like that, but flipping accounts like burgers, let's go. Yeah, and if you mess it up, then you're gonna go flip burgers if you mess it up. For real. What's up, Smokey? Flip, yeah, call me Flippa. I used to love that show, Flipper. You guys used to watch that show? GP3 TV, thank you so much for the sub. I appreciate your subbing. Bracket orders could use that for 5 accounts. You can't bracket order with TradeAvate, John, unless you're using a third-party copier like TradeSyncer, and basically because what would happen is that you would copy trade one account and then use the brackets, and then the third-party copier would copy it all for you with the brackets. So, who's got the best deals going on right now? So Buellanox right now 83% off for evals. We got Lucid up in the top left corner. That's a great deal right now for Lucids. That's why I'm working on Well, I got 3 funded now, but I passed 2 of them on Friday. I think we're gonna kind of like wait and see to see what happens with the Black Friday, if there's anything. But I can be totally honest with you guys. Last Black Friday, we got like snubbed. Like they had no Black Friday sales. It was horrible. So hopefully it's going to change, and maybe we'll get some deals this week. If you guys are using My Funded Futures, you guys picking up money in My Funded Futures accounts, please use my code PINE. They no longer give discounts, that automatic discounts for the current promos or anything. Kind of like the discounts are built in, but if you could use my code PINE anyway to help support the channel, I will get credit for it. If you just take the second, put in code PINE, that'd be awesome. With My Funded Futures, there's not many affiliates with My Funded Futures right now, so I really appreciate it if you put my code in to show them that we are getting the love. So with daily payouts, do you take anything you can every day, or do you let them build up? So Lance, so like last week, last 2 weeks I should say. So in the last 2 weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, I've been letting those accounts build up a little bit above the buffer, and then I've been taking out big chunks of payouts out of those, and yeah, just kind of leaving a little bit above the 2,000 because I've been trading 50K take profit traders, and it's just been helping me out psychologically. Stay above it, because as soon as I dropped below $2,000 with the take profit traders, I felt like I needed to get it back, and then that day, so it was either like I couldn't walk away from a small lot losing day. I would just keep trading it, and either until it blew or until I got to another daily payout. And so I was trying to leave some buffer above the 2,000, whether it was like $500-600 or whatever, but yeah, that's what I was doing the last 2-3 weeks, and it was really helping me out. And the only reason why I started doing that is because Take Profit Trader, their payouts were a little bit slower. They were working on their website, and so they tended to be like a day and a half before you got the daily payout. So I would just keep trading the account, and I was like, wow, this is kind of helping me. And then I ended up getting a lot of payouts in the last 3 weeks with them. Yeah, very significant amount. But now they seem to be back to normal, because the last few payouts I've gotten have been in about 8 hours, 8 to 12 hours. It's usually if I request while I'm on stream, by next morning, I got another payout. Like it's approved and it's in the bank. That's the way it was towards the end of last week. But yeah, proficient trades. I need the buffer right now. Yeah, it's getting over the buffer is the tricky part. So they'll let you withdraw 50%. Or they'll take a 50% cut, I believe. Jamie and Lewis, TPT, and it'll close your account, I believe, something like that. Yeah, 70% off TradingView. Yeah, that is a good deal. What's up, Design? Oh no, Design. Yeah. Hesitant to take a long here just because it looks like we're bear flagging again. So we put in a bear flag here. Put in a bear flag here, perhaps. So it's a little, I don't know. But I feel like we filled that half gap, so that's where we're kind of bouncing. If I was to measure it out with the old Fibby tool, it might be pretty close to that 50% mark between this gap. But and as you see right there is the 50% bounce. I was just vibing it. I was just eyeballing it, vibing it. It looks like we're gonna test that 50 level now. There's those inefficiencies getting filled. That's what we were looking for earlier, and it shook us out. We were looking for it on that bounce up and through. Oh well. Am I in a trade right now? No. Flat. Do we have multiple streams right now? Yeah, so there's a mobile version. So like this, so like on your phone, and then there's the TV version, so, or the computer screen version, the full version. So if you just click onto my lives, there's a full version. Guys, do me a favor, smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. It says we got about 200 people watching. That's awesome. We're up about 969 on this account. We're up 1,000 on the Lucids, the 3 Lucids. So the winning streak is continuing with the Lucids. Verti head and shoulders on the 1 minute. Could have been sweep at the 50s. Yeah. We still left that 50. You know, those 50 levels are just stubborn. All right, we tested that 50s. Let's see if we test that 50. Maybe we feel that 57. Kind of going without us now. It always sucks. There's that 57 coming up. Not quite. I was looking at that little gap. See that little gap? 57.25. That little inefficiency. Wonder if we pop that. Ready for shorts to come in? It could be. We bouncing at that 50% mark, so we'll see. What's up, Simplistic Videos? Doing great. Yeah, I had a good weekend. Didn't really do much. Kind of just relaxed. Did chores. You know. Now we're here trading, so it's all good. Pushing up. Let's check out what gold's doing. Let's check out gold. Oof, gold putting in a wicked bear flag here. Kind of looking like a nice short. Maybe for some continuation down into the lows. Maybe the micros. If we can get a close below. Or at least look like it, if it's gonna break and hold. Nasdaq still trying to push up. It's kind of flagging out as well. It's headed up towards that the VWAP. Alright, feel that inefficiency, that's 57.25. Pushing up towards that VWAP. See what gold's up to. Gold bouncing here. Still flagging out. That was a horrible Tory trend line. Would be so upset with me on that line there. There. That's better. Should be proud of that one. How you guys doing tonight? So I'm up 1,000 on pretty much all my accounts. Had some nice trades. Talked them through. Talked about what I'm seeing. I talked about a little bit of some of the tricks I do when you have these volume order filled lots. And how it likes to fill these little gaps and inefficiencies. I like to look at the DOM to do it. Coach Fred likes to look at small time frames like tick charts. But it looks like we do have some room to the upside. We can keep pushing. And yeah, that's what we got going on right now. Having a little bit of FOMO. Let's see if we break up above that VWAP. Crypto's ripping. Let's go. Picked up 601 Thursdays, $30. Sold it for $39. Oh wow, fun. Wow. Yeah, that's crazy. Looking for another break to the downside, TD? Yeah, it could happen. It makes me a little nervous because of the half gap. So we'll see how long it takes before we actually do push down to make the full gap. But yeah, like we talked about earlier, that man, these gaps have been holding. These Sunday night gaps, they've been holding lately. Not to say that this one's gonna hold. It's just that they've been strong. The last few that we've had on Sunday nights, they've been holding for days. So we'll see. We'll see. Come on, Arton. You know what to do, Arton. Think we're gonna have a green week, Indian Burn? Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting week where, you know, where we have a bunch of half days, and we do have a significant amount of news too. Tuesday and Wednesday with the half days. It's gonna be interesting. What's up, Slade? How can I be the GOAT when you're the GOAT? What's up, buddy? Futures are green now. How does it look for the market? If they're green now, yeah, I mean, it doesn't mean anything really. I mean, there's a lot of time between now and New York Open for sure. You don't have the coolest line? Oh, you can. You can, for sure. Hand on the mouse, Arton. Get ready, Arton. Bitcoin's been going crazy these days. Do I battle with tilt and overtrading? Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, I still do, Lance. One of the best things for me personally is to have a personal daily loss limit on the funded accounts, especially. So if you're trading with Project X, and if you're not, you can get like third-party stuff like Guardian Angel or whatever, and you just set those daily loss limits, and then, you know, hit to liquidate, and then liquidate and block. That's the big thing, and then save it and then lock it for the day, so that way you can't lose those accounts no matter what. So no matter how much tilt you go on, it's impossible. That can really help. Oh no, Slade, yeah, no. Slade's great. It's easy to get you. Nah, Slade, you've been crushing it. Congratulations on everything, basically. Channel, payouts. Yeah, doing great. Good job, young fella. Good job. And the best hair in the game. I mean, Slade's got the best hair on the prop streets. I mean, we can't deny that. What's my stop limit on 50K accounts? So when I got all those Buellanox payouts back in the day, what I was doing is setting up about an $800 daily loss limit. So like, no matter what, I couldn't lose $800. But my average winning days were between like $4 to $1,000, something like that. So like, I was kind of like trying to stay right in that middle range. Something that like, if I come back the next day, then that daily loss limit is not going to mean anything to me. And so when I had that wicked streak with Buellanox, that's when I was setting those daily loss limits. Yeah, of course I should go back to that, right? But you know, it's one of those things. 2026 we get rich. I agree. $1 million traders, no problem. $1 million traders. Hey, dividend for keeps. Thank you so much for becoming a member. I appreciate that. That is awesome. Thank you so much for the support. Let's give it up for dividend for keeps. I unlinked my following accounts and tilted on those hitting my PDL. Still hung on from that fiasco. Yeah, so like last week I didn't feel like I went on much tilt last week. I felt like last week was pretty good, but when I did lose that take profit trader account that was over the buffer, that kind of like, in a way, I guess that kind of sent me tilty. It kind of put me in the dumps a little bit. I was just like, man, I hate losing. Like when you have those take profit traders over the buffer already and you've been getting daily payouts on them or a trade day, and then all of a sudden you lose that account, it's a bummer. It's like, damn it. But you know, you gotta keep in mind, like if you're not trading 1 to 2 micros, 3 micros, like these accounts are really small. Minis, especially during New York session, can absolutely wipe out your account in a hurry. So we have to keep that in mind. You put on that risk, and sometimes you get burned. So it's a double-edged sword sometimes. And so, like I said, my goal is to have, like, if I had a group of accounts, which I currently don't, and I was copy trading like a bunch of accounts, say like over 10, 15 accounts, 20 accounts, then like trading a little bit smaller with the micros, especially with the volatility during New York, is all you really need. I mean, you know, for me, it's like if with these micros, you catch $200, $300, $400 with like 3 micros, it's a nice thing. I ended up catching a beautiful short during New York with micros. I actually ended up catching this short right here. So you can see this candle right here, putting in a nice harami. I ended up going short with the micros because the stop out was so wide. And ended up catching it. It teased me. I mean, I thought I was gonna get stopped out, but this candle right here, I think I was in 3 micros, and I took it down like big time. I don't remember exactly how many points, but I ended up making like $300 or something like that on that trade. And it was such a nice short, but it teased me for, let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. It finally dumped. So like 30 minutes in that trade. And that was, I think that was on some My Funded Future accounts. But yeah, with the volatility with micros, really nice trade. But I think because I was in micros, I was able to hold through it without being in pain. All right, we're rejecting off the VWAP now. Let's see what happens. Yeah, when you're over the buffer, it does suck. Buellnox, yeah. Yo, Buellnox. So we up a G on the Lucids, up a G on the Buellnox. Pretty happy with the way things are going so far. Not really seeing anything anymore. Definitely have some room to the upside if we start to break above that VWAP. I think we push the that 536, 540 level, and then into the 550s. We've got a bunch of what the kids would say inefficiencies up there, but yeah. How many fund accounts do you have right now? Dividend for keeps. So right now I have 3 My Funded Futures accounts. I have 3 Lucid accounts. I have 5 Take Profit Trader accounts. And I'm about ready to have a Top Step account, a 150K. I almost got one of those passed. But that's not funded yet. And then I'm feeling like I'm missing something. I think that's it. Yo, manipulations, yeah. Oh, 100% Nate, yeah. Having that larger drawdown with that 150K Lucid, I mean, I was not hesitant trading minis. Because like when I go from like trading like 50Ks with the same size to having with $2,000 in drawdown to having that those Lucid accounts with 6,500 in drawdown, and I'm essentially trading the same size contracts. It's definitely easier. Yeah, because I would look at it like, okay, I took a $600 loss or something on a trade, not a big deal. You start taking $600, $700 losses on a 50K, $2,000 drawdown, and it's like next thing you know, it's like that account can hurt, especially if it's a trailing drawdown. So yeah, 100%. And I haven't been over trading those accounts too. I've been trading those 150Ks kind of around the Globex Open. So while I'm trading this, I'm trading those fundeds up here and over here. It's like I'm kind of going back and forth, and I'm looking for those quick trades. And then once I get those quick trades in, I'm done. Like, I put those accounts away, like no more. They're locked out. Like, I won't touch those again. Like, literally, like done. And that's been helping. It's a lot of the accounts, like Take Profit Trader and stuff. If I'm trying to trade those during New York, I tend to over trade those until I get over the buffer. Can you lock out with Lucid? You can with Project X. So like with Project X, like this account's locked out now. So I made 1,000 on each. I don't need to push it anymore. I'm just trying to get to stay under consistency, get to a payout. So yeah, I don't need to make any more. So yeah, but as far as like the other platforms, there's no lockout buttons. It would be so nice to be able to get lockout buttons with Tradeovate and some of the other platforms. It'd be nice. Smiley taking profits at 24,365. Let's go. Good luck. Do I trade Apex? I do. I don't have any Apex accounts right now. I'm kind of waiting on the. So I think it's a great deal right now. 80% off, $40 activation fees. I might try to get some tonight and try to play around with it during the New York Open. I want to get a group of those accounts and to work towards getting a payout, like a big payout, like Slade's done, you know. So I want to be like Slade. I want to get like 20, 30, $40,000 payouts. That's, you know, that, I mean, I'm not going to complain about 3,000 a pop or something like that. It's absolutely amazing. But when you start getting those bigger payouts by copy trading and using that leverage across multiple accounts, like that's kind of the prop game where you can really like get back your expense or take back some of your expenses. Is like when you get, you know, a $10,000, $15,000, $18,000 payout, and then all of a sudden it just wipes out months worth of expenses. Like that's pretty sweet. I mean, my largest payout was $18,000, so that is a goal that I want to get to. I want to beat that. Like I want that $20,000 plus payout, you know. The Apex trailer drawdown when the buffers reach. Yes. C9, yeah, it does. So does it end? Yeah, it does. Do I like to full port evals or slowly pass them? I like to full port them. I mean, I was trading very aggressive tonight. Yeah, I mean, I was in a bunch of contracts at one point. So we were down 900 something bucks. We ended up 900 something bucks on this eval. This is a Bulanox eval. And so, yeah, with the accounts that are more money, I tend not to smash or pass as bad, I guess. But when they're cheaper, then I kind of smash or pass them. Yeah, but when these accounts are like $100 to $120, $30, those evals, yeah, I mean, I treat those with respect. I mean, I don't want to blow through $100 bill in a second, you know. I hope to see payouts soon, Lance. You'll get there. I mean, it's like, I've talked about it. It took me 3 years to get a payout. You know, I started in 2021. It took me 3 years to even get my very first payout. My very first payout came from Apex. I was only about 13,000 or so in the hole, I believe, with prop firms, which was quite a bit. I ended up getting that back in like a month with Apex. Back then it was $2,600. This is the old rules. on a 50K account. It was 2,600 bucks. You could withdraw $2,000. And I was copy trading 4 accounts. So, you know, my very first payouts was like 8,000 bucks. You know, it was like I wasn't fully copy trading, but I got 4,000, and then like a week later I got another 4,000, and then so on. Like, and then I had 150K accounts. So those accounts were $2,750 you could get for a payout. I think $2,750 if I remember correctly. And then I was getting more payouts with those, and then like the prop firms started to like really like improve, and started like when My Funded Futures came around, and started having all these prop firms come around, and it was like getting better and better, like Take Profit Trader. And because for me, when I first started, it was Top Step. I think that's what I traded. That was it. And they were really hard. It was step 2 steps to pass an eval. So 150K, it took you, it was $9,000 basically that you had to make in two steps. So 4,500 step 1, 4,500 on step 2. It sucked. Oh no, sorry. $9,000 on step 1, $9,000 on step 2. So it was $18,000 you had to make just to get a funded account with Top Step, and it was like $400 something for a 150K. Yeah, it was much more expensive. I used to be able to look back and show you guys. I've showed it before, my old Top Step accounts from 2021, but I don't think I can see them anymore with the new dashboard. All right, what are we doing here? We bounced between 450 and the VWAP. Hasn't really done much now. Just kind of chopped sideways, barcoding on the 5-minute. But yeah, it was difficult. But I tell you, like, it really. All right, the discipline back then. I felt like I had almost more discipline back then trying to pass those accounts than I did. And then they came around that whole 1 day to pass, and then it was just like, oh, the degen came out of me. The old degen devil just like, it's like I was possessed. I was like, I can pass in 1 day. Let's go, you know. And then it totally like, it does not promote good trading. You know, it doesn't promote the sustainable trading. You know. But yeah, that was fun. Hey, what's up, Wes? Yeah, the good old days. Yeah, for sure. Took the inside bar on gold. Let's take a look at gold. Looks like, yeah, we rejected off the VWAP. Starting to roll over here. How about that Patriots, huh? 26-20. 10-2 record. Going to the Super Bowl. Let's go. Beat the Bengals today. Not saying much. I'm never going to get my season tickets for the Patriots. I've been on the season ticket waiting list since 2005. It's like 2005 I've been on the Patriots season ticket waiting list. Do I invest for long term? Yeah, I do. I have like a dividend portfolio and things like that I invest in. Nothing out there, Ms. Schultz, MS Schultz, M Schultz, I mean. I always say that wrong. Nothing with a lockout button. I know, I wish Trade-A-Bait had a lockout button. I wish they all had a lockout button. I guess your lockout button has to be the shut the computer off and go touch concrete or grass or snow or whatever, wherever you're at, sand. But yeah, not financial advice, but yeah, I invest a lot in like JetQ and some dividend stocks. Gold's pushing down now. Oh, gold's pushing up. NQ's pushing down. Yeah, gold's kind of ripping here. But gold was kind of lame. It was tough. I was looking for that bear flag break. Boy, I was off on that. I was looking for that break down through there. Definitely did not get that. This might be the catalyst to push back down through. If we break down below that 60s, that could actually flush the lows. We'll see. We just filled that gap. This is interesting. Boy, that is a sell-off from that 70s after we filled that. Very technical there. Take a look at here. NQ's falling. Yeah, NQ's finally falling down here. Yeah, it just stayed right below that WEWAP, and it's just might actually test that 400 and fill some of that gap. Gold's cabooshin'. Yeah, I'm actually interested in maybe trying to take a short here, but if it holds that line, then we're gonna get screwed. I'd love to see it. Man, I don't know. See if we can get some continuation on that sell-off. Kind of breaking that bear flag now, so after we swept and filled that gap. Stops at break even. Risk off. Took off 4. Took off 4. Got 1 on, just a micro. I'm gonna take the rest off. Made a little money on that. Yeah, it just missed me by a tick. I love how fast that executions you can have on the for scalping on Project X sometimes with the brackets. It's pretty sweet. Just missed me by the tick here, and I just immediately like took off 4. So I made a little bit of money on that short. That was a nice play. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna call it there on Sunday night. I'm gonna rest up. We'll get a long week ahead of us. So the old crude oil short squeeze. Sturdy gentlemen. I haven't traded crude in so long. But yeah, thank you so much for being here. Up $1,124 tonight on this Apex. All shown live right here at Pine Tree Trader. No, it's, yeah, it's just an eval, and up 1,000 on the 3 Lucids. Those are locked out, those fundeds, and we are, yeah. So anyways, just have a good night, guys. I'm gonna go rest up and get ready for the week, and go chill. Probably set up my PS5, my brand new PS5. So I got a new toy to play with. Stay tuned for the outro. Please use code PINE for all your prop firm needs. Lucid, Take Profit Trader, Trade Day. Trade Day is PINE with a capital P. Currently 30% off, no activation fee with Trade Day. They have end-of-day accounts and static accounts. Have daily payouts. Tradeify, PINE, and My Funded Futures. They don't really give you much of a discount anymore, but if you just put in my code, I'll get credit for it, and I greatly appreciate that. And yeah, propcodeshub.com. PropCodesHub.com is my website. If you want to check out any of those, I'll put it in the chat. And then there's my website. So it's got links to the all the props and da da da. And yeah. Anyways, stay tuned for the outro, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow, same time, 5:45 Eastern time. I'll be here, so I hope you guys are here too. Later, peace. Later.
I'm on a mission, the market's my canvas. Pine tree trader, that's the name, no need for the panic. Got my screens lit, watching the price move. Every tick, every chart, I'm in my groove. See an inside bar, that's a sign of a pause. The market's holding its breath, it's a break from the laws. Squeeze it up tight, coiling for a big move. I'm patient, I'm watching, got nothing to prove. Wait for the break, above or below. That's when I hit the gas, watch the profit grow. Apex funding on the line, my account's legit. Passing these challenges, ain't no time to quit. Inside out, outside in, that's the way we play. Taking that funding, stacking up profit every day. From pine tree trader to take profit, we're on a roll. Stratify's the platform, we're in full control. Now let's talk about the outside bar, it's a different scene. It's a power move, a sign of something keen. Engulfing the last one, showing dominance and might. The bears or the bulls, they're winning the fight. It's a reversal signal or a continuation of the trend. Gotta read the context all the way to the end. I'm with Take Profit Trader, they've got my back, giving me the capital, keeping me on track. No more small accounts, no more holding back. I'm a funded trader, there's no turning back. My trades are clean, my risk is tight. I'm living this life, shining so bright. Inside out, outside in, that's the way